from the historical data, they have the some actual data in place. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and they might have planned for the coming quarter, how many units they are going to deliver to the customers, but
Mm-hmm.
name it for the various problems. Say for example in Gurgaon, there some worker strike is happening, and they are badly hit with the production, so they are not able to
Mm-hmm.
demand. So what happens? uh, the forecasting figures would be varying, right? They would not be able to meet the targets, so there would be definitely there would be variance. In ideal scenario the variance should be zero, but in real scenario, we even though we tend to achieve the zero variance, we obviously is going to have some variance. So
Mm-hmm.
to distribute that variance, how exactly we can achieve the zero variance? Until unless we distribute the whatever the variance we have for this quarter to the rest of the year, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in that case, we would go with this top-down allocation. What happens is we are going to allocate these figures for the remaining quarters. Here the driving criteria is the quarter period. So say for
Mm-hmm.
example, if you are in quarter one, if we have had some so much variance to then we are going to have the revised targets. We are going to distribute whatever the variance we have to the already existing target to the rest of the quarters. So that we
Okay.
carry out this in top-down allocation. And what exactly is the bottom-up planning? Bottom-up planning is nothing but during the budget phase, a organization, say typically I would go in layman terms, I would consider very plain simple example. We have the Reliance organization. Under the Reliance, we can have a gas division, we can have Reliance Energy, and we can have Reliance Infra. So what happens during the budget phase? We would be collecting the figures for the next year, right? So
Mm-hmm.
Reliance Gas might be having some requirements. Say for example, they would require some 200 millions of dollars to set up the new infrastructure. In typically in such case you would be going with the typical capex based planning. And during the energy Reliance Energy, they might not be doing well during that year, so the requirements could be, say for example, $100 million. And if you say the infrastructure, if the infrastructure is going really well, say real estate or some other infrastructure project, the requirement might be really heavy. So the it would drive to have more budget to that division. Say for example, 500 million. So these
Mm-hmm.
individual divisions would send their requirements during the budget phase for that year to the top level management. So they would assess the top level Reliance management, they would assess the actual scenario, and keeping you the other constraint in view, they might not allocate the total amount, they might not allocate the total amount, right? And they would be allocating only certain amount. So from the bottom division, the requirement has to go to the top. So this is the typical scenario of the bottom-up planning.
Okay.
And if you ask me one of the day-to-day scenario, the whatever the forecasting figures we'd be doing, that also would comprise a example to do the bottom planning, because we are really doing the planning at the base levels. We are not doing the planning for hierarchical figures. We
Mm-hmm.
really doing the planning for base level cost entities. So we
Mm-hmm.
enter the figures for the each individual cost entity, and we submit the figures. This is one typical example for the bottoms up planning. And
Mm-hmm.
to name some other advantage, you said multi-dimensional modeling. It's a driver-based modeling. What exactly is the essence of this driver-based modeling? We can do the comparative analysis. What if kind of analysis? If we follow this approach, what is the leverage compared to the other approach B. If you follow the approach B, what exactly is the profitability we are going to achieve?
Mhm.
So these are the typical, I mean, as if kind of analysis. So that the ultimate aim is to derive the maximum benefit, to achieve the maximum profitability figures that we can
Okay.
achieve by using this tool. Then next, coming to the financial management. At the end of the day, what exactly is our point of interest? It's nothing but it's the all big companies would they play with the figures of financial figures, right? What exactly is the cash flow? What is the profit loss that that organization that or that enterprise has acquired during the last year? And what is the balance sheet of that organization at that point of time? These are the things we are going to achieve by using this tool, because this tool is all about the account based modeling. We completely play with the accounts. There would be
Mhm.
only one figure called sign data or value. We would not be having multiple key figures as we have in the BW, right?
Mhm.
Because this is
Yeah.
heavily account based modeling. So
Mhm.
we segregate during the I mean setup phase. These are the accounts for balance sheet. These are the accounts for profit loss, and these are the accounts for cash flow. Likewise, we would set up
Mhm.
during the initial phases itself. So
Mhm.
these things we can achieve very well by using this particular tool in place. And
Okay.
this is some brief introduction all about this BBC, and what
Mhm.
exactly are we going to cover during this coursework. I have listed out here. We
Mhm.
would touch basing on this administrative BBC administration, where we can do. We would be overseeing I mean, we would be focusing on the application set management, and then we would set up the various applications, and then we go with the different dimension management. How exactly we manipulate with the security, because we have the various concepts in place. Uh, we have the task profiles, we have the users, we have the teams, and then we have member access profile. How
Mhm.
exactly we need to configure the security management, we would deal in the security, and how exactly
Mhm.
we flow the data from the flat files to the to first to have the fair understanding. I would be dealing with an example to do the ETL data from flat file, and see
Mhm.
look out for the various options with the sorry, the transformation files. We are
Mhm.
going to cover different options available with the transformation files, and then we would be
Mhm.
seeing what is the essence of the conversion file, how exactly we are going to do the data messaging, because
Mhm.
typically at the source system we have some kind of data, but in the BPC application we want to we there are instances we might not be we might not be having to extract the same data to destination, that is BPC side. We might need to do some
Mhm.
data messaging that we carry out in
Mhm.
conversion files. We would be seeing
Mhm.
that as part of this coursework, and how exactly we can map to multiple key figures by using a mval functionality. uh,
Mhm.
and then we would be dealing with the script logic, because